All right, guys, we have one last bit of movie news to cover today, and that is this. We've known that there has been kind of like an I Love Lucy biopic coming out, and it's not so much a biopic, and it's not called I Love Lucy. It's called, oh man, is it Being the Ricardos? Let's just jump right in here. I believe it's called Being the Ricardos, and J.K. Simmons has now been tapped to play Fred Mertz, to portray William Frawley himself. Now, very famously, very famously, William Frawley and Vivian Vance, who played the Mertzes, Fred and Ethel Mertz. They were the landlords of the building of which Ricky and Lucy lived in, the Ricardos. Very famously, they did not get along behind the camera. They didn't like each other. They had a lot of fights. There was a lot of drama off stage and behind the camera between those two. But they worked so well on screen, they kept them together, right? They were like the perfect next door neighbor couple that everyone looked at and like, oh, we love these two. We love these two. But yeah, off screen, they did not work very well at all. And I think it's a very interesting choice to have J.K. Simmons, who is an acclaimed actor, an Academy Award winning actor for his performance in Whiplash, which, you guys, if you haven't seen Whiplash, oh, I love that movie. It's so good. I think this is a wonderful choice. Physically, they look a little different. Is J.K. Simmons going to put on weight to play Fred Mertz? Maybe he will. Maybe he won't. That doesn't really appeal to me. I don't necessarily think that he should put on weight to play Fred Mertz or William Frawley, really, as it were. Now, it's also of note that this particular movie, like I said, it's not a biopic per se, but rather it's depicting a moment in the life of Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. Like on this kind of like on the set and in the throes of the show I Love Lucy, right? So it's being written, it's being directed. This is the most fascinating thing to me. It's being written and directed by Aaron Sorkin, Academy Award winning scriptwriter, screenwriter, Aaron Sorkin. And he's, if you haven't seen Molly's Game was his first movie that he directed. His second movie that he directed was The Trial of the Chicago 7. He both wrote and directed those movies. Both. You guys, those are two outstanding, incredible films. And now for his next outing, he's doing a not biopic of I Love Lucy called Being... it is called Being the Ricardos. Yep, there it is. Being the Ricardos. Sorry. It's one of those things that, like, you think you have right in your brain, but then you second guess and you're like, wait, is that the name of the movie? Yes. I don't particularly like the title of the movie, but okay, whatever. It is what it is. It's just a name. What's in a name, right? We also know now there's also been a little bit of controversy that Deborah Messing will not be portraying Lucille Ball herself. Deborah Messing very famously, in fact, is it in this article? Let's scroll with me, you guys. Okay, so here we have a side-by-side look in the lower portion, right here. We have Lucille Ball and Deborah Messing side by side. Now, Deborah Messing very famously portrayed, or rather did an impression of Lucy Ricardo, not necessarily Lucille Ball, but Lucy Ricardo on Will and Grace. And this was the makeup that she, hair and makeup that she had done. She looks like Lucille Ball. She was able to do a near flawless impression of Lucy Ricardo. As this article points out, specifically by the daughter of Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz. This is not a recreation of I Love Lucy. This movie tells the story of Lucille Ball, her mother, and Desi Arnaz, her father. Desi Arnaz being being played by Javier Bardem, and Nicole Kidman will be playing the role of Lucille Ball herself. But yeah, so this has sparked a little bit of controversy. Why are we getting Nicole Kidman and not Deborah Messing? Sorry, again, brain fart. I don't know. I would kind of like to see Deborah Messing. I'll be honest. I think Nicole Kidman is one of those actors who has kind of lost her spark a little bit. I don't think she is currently as good an actor as she was maybe 15, 20 years ago. She was on the top of her game. Do you remember Cold Mountain? She won an Academy Award. That movie won Academy Awards. Renee Zellweger won an Academy Award. Nicole Kidman at the height of her powers. I don't think that she's as sharp as an actor as she once was, which is why I would actually really like to see Deborah Messing in this role. But that's just me. Okay, whatever. They have a very specific vision. I also understand Aaron Sorkin is a master scriptwriter. He's a master storyteller. And now he's kind of turning into a master filmmaker himself. But big question for you guys is, what do you think of J.K. Simmons in the role of William Frawley? I think this is a great move. I'm really looking forward to it. I think he's going to add a lot of gravitas to this particular role. I'm very much looking forward to it. Like I said, what are your thoughts? Jump on down to the comment section below and let me know what those are. Hey everybody, thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like. If you really like this video, click subscribe. And if you really, really like this video, click share. Because that is exactly what Tony Stark's Iron Man would want you to do.